Yo, what's up?
Yeah.
StormWarning in the building. Hey, Black, my man Groove. Y'all can call me Machiavelli tonight, Tupac tonight. I'm going to be on something tonight.
My dog. Hey, my dog amped up, man. He had me hyped up in the behind the scenes, dog.
Yeah, I'm on my greatest rapper ever, Tupac. Tonight.
Say that again. Say that again.
The greatest MC rapper ever.
Machiavelli, Tupac, the Don, Illuminati. Yeah. Man, but we got a good show tonight, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go over the print review. Nice win, nice victory, man. What you think about the game, big dog? What you think, man? You already know, man. Hey.
No. It was a good win, man. It's a good win. I'm happy for the young men. We still got to oh, my bad. We got this. Hold on. I got this echo in the back. Hold on.
Oh, it's all good.
Still got There we go. Now there's still some things we need to clean up on. We still got to clean up some things. We got to get that run blocking better. But overall, it was a good game, man. I'm like, gave a 500 yards passing note to this dude. It's like, yo. But we got the W, man. It was a good win for the young men, for the young gentlemen. I love the way they play. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro,
they got to lace their shit up and do it again this weekend.
Man, I'm just kind of like in awe of those freshmen, man. Those two safeties right there, man. Those guys, man.
Bro, I'm not in awe, bro, because like we were just talking backstage, right? What we say when the cat walk on the field, you can tell that dude can play. They exude confidence, and when you look at them just by their mannerisms, they're about that football life. So I'm not surprised at what they're doing at all, bro. The only question I have is they could have been doing that from game one.
Yeah, and it kind of make you wonder because I've been kind of thinking about that, but and also I don't know how fully. I know they probably was ready, but I don't know how fully ready. I wouldn't start two freshmen against Alabama. I just wouldn't do it.
I feel you, but guess what?
I would have got them a lot more reps. I would have got them some reps, but I would have paired them with, say, if I could have paired them with I could have paired Cam or him with Bubba early in the season and keep him on there with a vet. Just don't have both of them out because when he did play, when Bubba went out, when I was at the game, he had some mistakes. Of course, I expect that because, hey, first college game, and you playing against the best, you know what I'm saying, what's considered the best team in college football. We're going to talk about that later. You know what I'm saying, that Alabama bias.
Yeah, man, we go, because the Alabama bias,
Alabama bias,
man. Thinking they better than everybody. You say something that somebody, it's like that's another thing, yo. I don't do that, right? I don't never do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a humble guy. I don't never talk about what I've done or what I could do as far as me being a trainer and working out board. I don't do that. So I'm like, yo, if I'm speaking on something and somebody try to cut me off and try to shit they shit in, yo, no more. I'm coming at any and everybody that tries to have a dick measuring contest with me. So
hey, man, that's
a warning right there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
who you are. I'm coming at you, especially when I'm coming in peace. And you always trying to act like, or motherfuckers always trying to act like they know more than the next man. So if I feel you coming at me, if I'm spending some shit, you better be man enough to handle this motherfucking freestyle that I'm going to deliver on your ass.
Hey, man, that's hey.
And I don't never come up here like that, but now I'm in my shit.
Hey, man, I love it.
I'm in my groove. I'm in my fit. I'm in my cut now. I'm in my element.
Yeah.
So I don't care who feel what about me right now. I don't care because I don't live my life worrying about what the next man think about me.
Exactly.
But you've been warned. All of y'all been warned. So if it happened and I'm coming at you, then you know I was talking about you. So like my man say, not this time, but next time I'ma name names. Yeah, just know, like I say, LL, shitting from on top of the game. I shot you.
Oh, spin it for one more time. Spin it one more time.
Not this time, but next time I'ma name names. LL, shitting from on top of the game. I shot you.
Ooh,
simple, bro. Like simple. I'm just tired of that shit. It's like even when you out on the field, you know what I'm saying? Like you out on the field and you see something and you saying, "Oh, this is what you see." You always got that other dude that want to say, "Yeah, nah. Really, what they really trying to do?" So you trying to tell me what I see. Now, if you see something different, that's cool. But don't tell me or try to be, "Oh, nah, what they really trying to." No. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Especially from a motherfucker that ain't never did it, that ain't never played it. And when you did, you didn't even, when you did play, you set the fucking bench. You didn't play. You was one of them dudes that just wanted to be on the team and thinking you will get some girls because you got a uniform on. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that with me, bro.
Hey, bro. Hey, I feel you, dog. I like this A-Black right here, dog. I like this A-Black.
I'm not having that, bro. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that no more. But
yes, sir.
Back to the game.
My boy had to get that off his chest. Back to the game.
What did I tell? Like me and you talk all the time offline. And remember I told you, I don't give a shit if you from Alaska, fucking Maine, Montana, North Dakota, Indiana, South Florida, Georgia. Talent is talent. And when you take talent from another state, Connecticut, and you put him in Florida with some talent, his talent, him being a player, wants to show everybody that I can ball with the best of them because it's his will and he wants to put on. So, like I said, talent is talent no matter where it is, bro. And TVD is showing you. Like, yo, we play ball in the Northeast too.
I gotta do something that I rarely do.
What's up?
And I'm gonna do this right now. I gotta apologize to somebody, okay? Because they said this. And I gotta really apologize to this guy.
Said what?
I apologize to Miami Flow because I doubted that TVD talked. Because he showed early on.
Okay.
So, you was right, bro. TVD is like that. And I give that kid the utmost respect. He won me over.
I told you from jump, bro. When we first recruited him.
I was a Garcia guy, but I never dogged him. I think it was a good play. I just didn't think he was, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But that kid, man, it's gonna be hard for Garcia to beat him out at this point. So Flo, you was right. You feel me? So I apologize. You won't hear that often, but I apologize. You were right, dog.
Hey, yo, Brother Jay got a question. He said, in Big Elephant question, he said, if an elephant, front feet run 50 miles per hour, what the back feet doing?
Running 50 miles an hour.
Got to keep up, right?
Yeah.
I would think, but running at least 50, maybe 52 miles an hour.
They got to keep up. So what's the answer to this question, Brother Jay Blaze? But yeah, man, TVD, man, the throws he was making, man, was spectacular, man. And that offense is just like,
yeah, Rob Likens is calling some of them plays, bro. He's the passing game coordinator.
Hey, like, you can tell, but you know what I'm saying, and that's a good thing, though. And that's a good thing if he is. That's a good thing because we got to think on the offensive side of the ball. We got a lot of people that were head coaches or had coordinated, you know what I'm saying, experience. Right. You feel what I'm saying? Rob Likens had one of the best offenses in the nation when he was at Arizona State. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So why wouldn't you use that? You know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you use that link? You feel what I'm saying?
I would.
And exactly. Any smart man would. You feel me? So whatever they're doing right now is working. And it kind of reminds me, not saying they're going to do this, it kind of reminds me of that streak we started going on that first year with Rick when we won all those games toward the end of the season. And then we went on to like a 15-game winning streak. Not saying we're going to do that.
Yeah, something like that.
You know what I'm saying? But it just has it seemed like they get it. It clicked. Something clicked because they playing even defensively. The guys are flying to the ball. We didn't see that early. And granted, it may be because they got the, you know what I'm saying, some new blood in there, some new guys that's excited to play. You know what I'm saying? But even from a defensive line standpoint, you know, we was missing Nestor, but 53 McLeod, that was probably his best performance to me. What you think?
It was pretty decent.
Well, yeah,
I really didn't pay too much. I didn't really pay too much attention to McLeod.
Yeah.
I see when he was in the game, but I really didn't pay too much attention to him. I was more focused on the back end. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. The back end and stuff like that. And in the middle, I was focused on the 2 D tackles because I knew Nestor was going to be out to see who can generate some pressure up front.
I mean, you know, we're gonna get into something like that later on, but I can see that. He would have, if they did get rid of Manny, they would have a lot of other coaches licking their chops because they got him for at least 2 more years.
Yeah, but you got to think. No, next year, if he ball out next year, he can leave.
I just thought about that.
Yeah, he can leave next year, but just the quarterback room would in general because you got him, Garcia, then you got your Corey Brown coming in next year. Exactly. I mean, in January. So that quarterback room is set. So, like, we'll talk about that once you talk about that what if Manny shit. Then we'll talk about if TBD was the bounce or whatever. But you had a question you wanted to ask that you wanted to save until we went live.
God, dog. If you wanted to ask, I forgot my question, bro. Don't let me think of it, and I'm gonna spring it on you. But who was your key guys for this past game? Who was your key guys? Who was the standout for you?
Tyreek Stevenson played his tail off, yo. Tyreek played very well. I mean, you know, like it's always gonna be to me right now, like the obvious, like Cam. You know, Cam Kitchens hasn't missed a tackle all year. Did you know that? That's a stat. He hasn't missed a tackle all year, bro.
Man, that man making some good tackles, man. You and that play he did when he recognized that trick play and covered the quarterback. Yeah, that kid's smart. And my guy from Caneville. What's my guy from Canesville? Headman. Not X. Streeter was talking about how smart he was before, you know what I'm saying? He was like, this kid gonna see the field.
He was talking about Streeter D was talking about that last year. Like, yo, Cam Kitchens is too smart to keep off the field.
And you can see that. He's one of those, for him to be a freshman, man, he plays like he's a junior.
Bro, what we were just talking about, IQ, right before we came on.
Yep.
IQ, bro.
IQ separates talent. When the talent is equal,
and it's that IQ.
If the IQ is gonna make you or break you, because you got to think, Troy Polamalu and Ed Reed similar as far as abilities.
Yeah,
but
Ed's
IQ just a little bit more than Polamalu.
Separates them.
It separates him. That what gives him the edge over him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that is what gives him the edge over a lot of the safeties. You know what I'm saying? In the history of the game. You feel what I'm saying?
So James Williams, Cam Kitchen, they played well. Tyreek played well.
What about offense?
The quarterback, bro. TVD set the tone. And what did I say last week? The key for the game was to do what? Start fast.
Yep.
And we jumped out 21-7 or something like that.
Yep. 21-7. First quarter.
Yeah, so like TVD, man, like just imagine like, yo, if Max had said this, so I'm kind of stealing this from Max. Mm-hmm. He was like, if TVD would have started the season and been putting up these numbers, right? He's a Heisman front runner, and if he was draft eligible, could be the first quarterback taken.
I agree. I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that.
Oh, hey, Cuban, you are absolutely right, man. Arroyo needs more playing time, bro.
And I think they starting up. If you watch that game, he played a lot more than what he usually do. And I think we're going to see him a lot more this week also.
Yeah, he caught one touchdown pass and then they ain't throwing the ball no more.
Yeah, I don't know if that was by design or just guys was, you know what I'm saying, was
like,
open.
yo, like feed that guy. I keep telling everybody, like, yo, that's my player comp for Arroyo is Kellen Winslow Jr. That's my
bigger version. That's crazy. He a bigger version.
Yes, that's my player comp. I'm like, yo, right now, I think Kellen was a little faster.
Yeah.
Right, but that's still my player comp. I'm like, yo, the young man can ball, but you know, he got another year to go, a whole year to be in that strength and conditioning program. No matter who the strength and conditioning coach is, he's gonna get bigger, faster, stronger, bro. He's just gonna be that much more of a problem next year.
For me. Of course, you got to say TVD. The kid played amazing. I got to give Jalen Knighton props and Rambo. I hate Rambo had those two. They had 2 drops, I think.
Yeah,
he could have had over 200 yards, easy. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And it's amazing, man. And it's amazing that the kid has separated himself like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing for Miami, you know what I'm saying? But I'm happy for the kid. He took a chance on being a Cane, and he's thriving. He can break 1,000 yards by the end of the season, and we haven't had that since what, Allen Hurns? The closest one we had was
Ahman Richards.
Ahman Richards when he had 900 so as a freshman.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So I got one. This is one of the questions I wanted to ask you. Would you leave? If you were what's my guy? Rambo, would you leave after this year?
Yeah, you gotta strike while the iron's hot.
I said the same exact thing. You gotta go. And I wouldn't be mad at him, champ. Hey, you did what you're supposed to do. You came, put up those numbers, and leave. What about Tyreek?
Gotta go. But from everything he knows, he's gonna be a safety in the league. So go get paid.
Hey man, but that's not a bad thing from him.
It's not.
I think he'll strive at. I think he will be really good.
He played 10 years at safety, bro. Like,
because he's a little too heavy at that next level.
Yes.
To run with those guys because they're gonna get even faster.
Put him at safety and he's straight.
Yeah,
he's good. He's a starter day one.
Do you play him at free or strong?
I mean, if you like, you can play him in the box. You can play him in the box.
Yeah, because he's been hit sticking too.
Yes.
He's been making some big hits, man. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? Like you said earlier, man, you can see why Miami was dying to have him. You can see, like, okay, I can see why he was probably the top 5 corner in the nation. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of, you can just tell on the field about the play. Like that play. Good corners make that type of play when you know what I'm saying, that pick.
Right.
He diagnosed that and took that bitch out the air. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Oh, he said the answer is the elephant is hauling ass. That's a good one, Vic, dog. That's a good one. Okay, but defensively, I got to give my key player. I got to give it to McLeod, man. He wreaked a little havoc. Had 2 sacks on defense. Of course, I got to give kudos to Cam and James and Tyreek Stevenson. What do you think the issue is with Marcus Clark and Takori Couch? Because those 2 got picked on Saturday.
I don't know, man, because Takori Couch has always been one of our better cover corners. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what it is, man. And Marcus Clark is just young. You know, he'll have much game experience. So you know that when you put somebody that without that much game experience, you know, hey, we gonna go at you to see how you hold up.
Did you keep him in, or you try to play somebody else? Because we're very thin at the position.
I mean, you keep him. Like, yo, you keep him, you know, and you keep coaching him through it. Keep coaching him, working his technique, you know, and eventually, I mean, everybody that have them games. Like, if you go away from him, you may shake his confidence. You know what I'm saying?
I was thinking about this in slot situations and nickel situations. Why not play Tay at that position?
I mean, you could do that. I mean, you could do that.
You see what I'm saying? I think he would be better in certain situations because He's another one of those guys that he kind of got forgotten about because of how the freshmen are playing. But we already know who was the starter coming out the spring into the fall. You feel what I'm saying? So, and Manny said that he's going to play a lot this week. So hopefully we got some packages where he's on the field at the same time with those three. I would be screaming at the top of my lungs when I see that. If I saw that all three of them on the field together. You feel what I'm saying? So, good victory for them, man. So let's lead up into the preview of the Georgia Tech game, man. What you thinking?
We got to stop their running game and got to stop their quarterback because he's mobile. Like he can get out and like third and short, like he can get out and pick up a first down with them legs easy.
So right now they scoring with 28.5 points a game. They throwing for 235. I'm not used to seeing that number for Georgia Tech.
Right.
They rushing for 185. Sims, he's what 92 for 150 for 1274. My bad. 11 touchdowns, but he throws a lot of picks.
Yeah, he's careless with the ball.
He's careless. Gibbs, he got 101, 524. And their leading receiver, 29 receptions, 422 yards, and 7 touchdowns. That's pretty decent stats, actually.
Yeah, and that running back, that running back, he's pretty good, yo.
Yeah.
I respect his game. I really do.
So how about Florida State losing that commit? I mean that player that they chose over Sims. He transferring. I forgot the kid's name. Something Purdy, right? Yeah, it's some crazy name. What you think about that? Ain't that's kind of ironic? Ain't that's kind of funny?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
So what do you think? What's the keys to victory for Miami?
We got to stop the run, right? Stop the run. Contain that quarterback. On offense, Chuba Purdy, yeah, that's his name. And on offense, we got to, we got to establish the run game, and we got to start fast. They said Jalen was in a red non-contact jersey today. You know what I'm saying? He probably a little sore, a little banged up, but
I think it was the precaution. But Manny said that he don't want to get him hurt, so it's like I don't want nobody to touch him to kind of preserving him. They don't want no kind of hiccups to happen.
Well, guess what? You got 3 other backs. Use them. Cody Brown and Thad Franklin. Use them. Like if you want to run between the tackles, use them. Like Thad Franklin is 230.
I think that he got to spell him a little bit. They got to give him a little bit more care.
You can't run that dude. That's a Ferrari.
How many carries would you give Thad and
I would give them at least 10 carries, yo. At least 10.
But so would you substitute some of Rooster carries for like dump passes, or would you give him, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, give him swings, give him where he doesn't have to go through the line and take a beating right off the rip. You give it to him in space. He can see, he can make a move, he can make the first person miss. But when he going off tackle between the guard, like it's hard, bro. Because them linebackers coming downhill hard and fast.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Let Thad and Cody be that thumper, that bang, bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, give them 10 carries. That's 20 carries between them. And then if you want to give Rooster about 15 to 17 touches. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you want to keep them healthy. But you want to give these other dudes carries, man. And I'm like,
gotcha.
I don't see the difference between Cody Brown and Thad Franklin. I don't think it's that big enough of a gap where you don't give Thad Franklin no carries at all.
Is it a situation where you think he's a little bit behind Cody in the playbook?
Nah, I don't even think it's that, bro. I don't really think it's that. You know what I'm saying?
I do want to see Thad. I want to see him do his thing. I want to see him on third and shorts, things of that nature. I think they need to try to create a way to get him in the game a little bit more.
Because
just to see what he can do.
Right. And just think, okay, let's just say hypothetically, right, that Cody does know more of the playbook than Thad, right? Mm-hmm. But as a running back, you put me in the game, you're going to call a play that I know. You're going to call an ISO play or off-tackle play that I know because you're giving me the ball.
Got you.
Yo, when you put me in the game, you put me in to be a thumper come downhill, give me the rock, let me drop this shoulder on that linebacker and give him all of this work.
You're right. I mean, I get you on that, man. We're gonna have to preserve Rooster for the long haul. But Rain Man, I kind of disagree with you. I think those guys are locked in. I think the players are locked in.
Because
offensively, I think TVD is playing at a high level. I think we're gonna keep rolling. Only game that kind of scared me is Virginia Tech.
I mean, you got to think like even next week, bro. That's a game that's gonna be competitive.
Oh, Florida State.
Yeah, that's
gonna
be a game
as bad as we think.
Yeah. And just like, Flo had mentioned, he was like, TVD freshman game is still out there. Like to make those freshman mistakes and stuff like that. So we don't know. But you got to give Dad and like, yo, you want to say Rooster? Cool. But let these thumpers thump and wear down this defense. So now when you put that Ferrari back in, it's
kind of like how Georgia used Cook.
Yeah.
They have so many different variants of backs.
Or look, remember how Georgia used Sony Michel and Nick Chubb?
Yeah.
Nick Chubb was the thumper, but he can also.
What's number 7 name was? What was number 7 name?
Swift.
Yeah.
Swift
is our Rooster.
How they use them, right? We know Nick Chubb was the thumper, but Nick Chubb could take it to the house. Exactly. But then you had Sony Michel that came in that was the slasher, just going. Then DeAndre Swift was fast, but he was powerful too. So, like, that's how we gotta, and we gotta start recruiting different style backs. We can't have two of the same backs in the same class because Cody and Thad are the same type of backs to me. And Rooster's different, but you know what? When Don went out, Don was like the DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
To Georgia's original deal. He was our version of Swift, right? But he went down. So now you got Jalen and you got two thumpers.
Two bruisers, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah.
I feel you. Who your key players for this matchup, man, for this team? Who your key players?
Let me see. Offensively, I want to see TVD continue on his continue do what he's doing. I'm gonna say Keyshawn because Keyshawn that made some hell of a catches, man. I'm gonna let you say Rambo. I'm gonna give you Rambo. I'm gonna take Keyshawn. Jalen, I want Jalen to do his thing and stay healthy. Defense, it's gonna be them defensive ends. That D line in a general and whole containment of that quarterback
because he can run.
Yeah, he can run. So like on 3rd and 5s, when y'all going man and y'all back is turned and he slip out the backside, he can hurt you with his legs. He can hurt you. So my thing is that D line, man, the D line and whoever they gonna put the spy on this QB.
I think this is the game where we gotta play flag as less as possible. I just don't think he can keep up foot speeds wise.
Right.
We got to figure out a way. Hopefully they have some type of wrinkle where they have at least Carter or Gabe or somebody or Keontre spying that quarterback because flag, he can't keep up. You know what I'm saying? The kid, he's a hard-nosed player, but, your athletic ability is your athletic ability. You feel what I'm saying? Offensively, man, I actually was going to go with the guy you said, Keyshawn. I think Keyshawn is going to have a breakout game. So I'm going to go with him, and I'm going to give it – I'm gonna big up my guy Mallory. I think Mallory going to have a decent game this time. TVD, of course, I think he's going to do well. And Ja'Kai Clark, I think he's going to continue to man that offensive line, and they've been playing good for the last 4 weeks. And I want them guys to continue to do what they're doing pass blocking wise, man, because they've been giving him some clean pockets and been giving him some good time to throw. Defensively, I look for James Williams to have another big game, and I'm going to go with what's my guy, number 12?
Jafari Harvey.
Jafari Harvey. I think he's going to be the difference maker on the defensive line this week. I think he's gonna have probably like 1.5 sacks this week,
right?
Or maybe 2 or 2.5, something like that. We get Big Nesta back. So we should get a little bit more push up the middle. And shout out to Big Miller, man. Him and Ford played really good this past weekend.
See, I didn't think Floyd. I don't think he did too much. Not Miller, but the other cats you said.
But Ford, he was. You think he did pretty good?
He did okay, man. I don't know, man. I'm a little down on him, man. He's too big and too like not to be just
dominating, like my guy from Georgia. They about the same size.
Yes, that dude from Georgia. He let you know, yo, I'm a certified goon, and I'm coming to do what I do. You better hope to stop me, because I'm coming. And if you stop me once, I'm coming all 4 quarters. So you better be ready.
Yeah. Man, as far as with the you got any? I know you haven't been doing no predictions. Do you got any score predictions? I know I don't. I think we're gonna. I don't
even have. Look, just win, baby.
Yeah, I think this will be a 17-point victory. I'm not gonna do any point because I called it the last one. I said 34-38.
Right.
Last week. So I think it's gonna be a 17-point victory. I think we cover the spread. Because I think we get a couple of turnovers because he is very careless with the ball.
Right.
Man, but speaking of, if players being injured, man, how you feel about De'Aaron King comments last night on the Lamar Thomas show, man?
What, that he hurt his knee in the Bama game?
Yeah, and that he's going, he's moving on to the NFL.
I mean, like I said, man, I respect De'Aaron King. And then it's funny how, folk want to turn their back on him and talk about what he couldn't do, what he can't do. And all I tell people is yo, go watch his Houston tape, and he's going to show you he made every throw down the field, across the middle. It ain't him, it's the play calling. And in this offense, he had one read. He was being told where to go with the ball. You watch his Houston tape, he spread that ball around, downfield, across the middle, and everything. I mean, but more power to the brother. I appreciate what he brought to Miami. I appreciate what he is as a player, what he was as a leader. He brought stability back to a program that had none. Yep. Players had no work ethic. KJ Osborne brought the same thing to the receivers room, and I respect that. You know what I'm saying? I respect that. And people tend to forget how fast what he did by stabilizing the program because our new shiny toy is doing good.
Even last year, how can you overlook how he played last year?
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of bro, do you understand how dynamic he was for us last year?
Right.
He was in the Heisman talk.
Right. And I'm every player has shortcomings, right, to their game.
Exactly.
Nobody's
perfect.
Nobody's game is perfect, right? So, put more respect on this man's name for what he did for the program, what he brought to the program.
Even sacrificing himself coming back this year to try to help even more when he could have left after sustaining that injury. Right. Even though he said he was coming back, he could have changed his mind and say, hey, this is the best interest for me to come back. Yeah. He still tried to fight through re-injuring his knee because miscue of an offensive tackle. You feel what I'm saying?
So you gotta,
I love that kid, man. He's gonna be a forever Cane for me, man. One of my favorite players, and I love the fact that he's not just off trying to rehab and train for the NFL draft. He's still there coaching up TVD and these young guys, trying to get them ready to win games. You feel what I'm saying? And
because he has integrity.
Exactly.
He has integrity. I'm pretty sure he could have said some other stuff about some other people, some other coaches, but he didn't. He's like, yo, this is what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have talked about the Michigan State game and all, but he didn't. And I respect him for that. And I'm always going to respect him for him coming to Miami and providing the University of Miami leadership, what has sorely been lacking, and bringing a work ethic to this organization, man. And I'm gonna salute him, and I'm always gonna respect you, King, for that, bro. And I appreciate you,
man. So of course, both of us said we got them winning, but it's time to get into some fun stuff, man. A lot of people think I be getting a lot of I'm a Manny guy.
Hey, go ahead,
all
y'all.
that type stuff.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to give you guys, if the administration said, hey man, Manny, we're glad y'all went on a win streak, but you ain't cutting it. I want to give y'all my staff on who I want to run this program. I'm going to give you my staff offensively and defensively. All right. So hold on, here we go. Let me get this thing started. Boom.
Hey, yo, you ever had the Chick-fil-A sweet tea?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Man, I got a gallon of that mess. That mess is righteous.
Where we at? Boom. I'm getting to it right now. Tell me what y'all think, man. Let me know if y'all think mine is pretty good, okay? Let me know. Hold on. Boom. There it go right here. Y'all see it? All right. What you think? What you think, Black? I got my head coach. I got Lane Kiffin.
I would change out the me personally, I would take the Baylor's offensive coordinator over Jeff Lindley, only because I don't know if he calling it or Lane Kiffin calling it. And I know for sure the Baylor offensive coordinator calling the plays because Dave Aranda is the defensive guy.
See, the reason why I picked Jeff, the reason why I said I keep Jeff, I'm gonna keep him and Kiffin intact because what they're doing at Ole Miss. You feel what I'm saying? What they got going, I wouldn't change a thing. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the only reason why I kept him because I was gonna go another way with it, but
you won't keep Rob Likens as your
I'm gonna get to this. I had Likens, bro. I had Likens at first, but I was thinking. I said, okay, James Coley. He had an offense that was pretty good when he was the OT here, right?
Right.
But he's a great recruiter. I need me another stellar recruiter that can go get me some guys. You feel what I'm saying? And you can see what I did. I kept Stephen Fields. I kept him.
Mm-hmm.
And I took the offensive and I got the offensive line coach from Cincinnati because for what he's doing, how they offense and how they running the ball and things of that nature, man, he's doing something special. So I said, okay, we can throw some money at him.
But you know, Rob Likens is a hell of a recruiter. Look at all the receivers he got.
I get it, man, with James Coley, man. James Coley, a monster on that recruiting trail, man. I get it. I went back and forth with this one with Likens. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to figure out a way I could keep Likens, but I was like, man, I can't get rid of Fields. Fields is the guru.
Right. Hey, E-Dub, I had the half and half too. That messes the bomb also.
I don't see none of these coming. Oh, there you go. But hold on, let me see. You got a good D line.
So you wouldn't take Marable as the offensive line coach, the one from the offensive line coach out of Oregon?
I'm thinking realistically. I'm thinking
okay.
You see what I'm saying? I think it'd be hard to get him away from Oregon.
No, I got you. No, go ahead. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? I was thinking of guys that okay, we can really get. Not saying that he couldn't get them, but I'm thinking okay, I could give him enough money to come to the University of Miami.
Okay,
because he can get more. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see what you got on defense.
All right, defensive. Okay, you may like this one. You see it?
No, I didn't come up yet. You still got the offense.
Hold on. All right, why are they? Hold on. I gotta close that. You see it now?
No, it's still the offense, bro.
Oh, it's still my offense. Okay.
It still got the head coach Lane Kiffin and all of them.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to. I gotta. Boom. Stop sharing. Boom. All right, go back to it like this. What y'all thought about my offense?
I mean, the offense is straight. You got Lane Kiffin and his guy. Like the offense, them two right there. Offense is gonna be light and shit. All right, now you got my guy.
All right, so this is my defensive coordinator. This is what I will have on defense.
Yo, I'm good with that. I don't know about Ish. I don't know about him. I think we could find like.
Who would you? I was kind of torn. The only reason why I kept him because his recruiting ties to Texas,
right?
And you know what I'm saying. And when I looked at Kevin Steele's defensive staff at Auburn, he had an outside linebacker coach along with a linebacker coach,
right?
So that led me to keep him.
I would keep. I can go with that. Kevin Steele is my choice for DC, no matter who the head coach is. Right, that's been my guy. That's who I want.
So I had
Travis Williams.
And he still get the same title that he had when he was at Auburn under Kevin Steele. I would throw some money at him to come back because he's pretty much doing the same thing at UCF. Because they said he's the defensive coordinator, but he's not. He's
Charlie Partridge. I like him.
See, I like Charlie Partridge. I was like, man, I like Coach. What's my guy name? Who our defensive line coach?
Simpson.
Coach Simpson. I like Coach Simpson, man, but Charlie give us a breath of fresh air, and he got South Florida ties. Yeah. And the defensive line, what he's done with Pittsburgh defensive line the last 3 or 4 years has been stellar. You feel what I'm saying? So
this defensive staff right here is A+ right here, yo.
Yeah. So I said T-Rob.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I think this is the wrong one. I still kept DVD. on this one. I think I sent the wrong one, but I have DVD as my cornerbacks coach. I still have DVD.
So pretty much in the same roles that they are in now.
That's because it was just pretty much the same thing. Because he had two.
Only thing I would change, like personally, I would still have T. Will as the linebacker coach, but I think I would give T-Rob that D coordinator position, bro. Only because he's been a defensive coordinator before and he's called plays. So I would give T-Rob that DC title.
Because I can see that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I was just thinking
right now, I think that's the only way you keep T-Rob.
Yeah, you gotta give him something like that. But what you think about keeping Pop as the head of recruiting?
I like that.
What I was trying to do, to figure out
who's your strength and conditioning coach.
I gotta keep the same guy, man. I think he's doing a good job with the players. The same guy. I will keep the same strength and conditioning coach we got. Okay. You know what I'm saying? He has this, like I said, the team don't look tired in the fourth quarter. They still look strong. They still fight hard. And the way he's transforming some of these guys' bodies, how he turned Big Miller into, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I want my D lineman to look like.
So who would you get? Who would you go?
I don't know. That I don't know. I got to do my research, but I want my D lineman and my D line, my O lineman. I want them to look how we used to look when Tony Moffitt was our strength and conditioning coach. Like they looked like grown men. Like they looked like grown men, bro. And that's how I want them to look.
I didn't see Cuban Kane. I didn't know Tommy Moffitt was a free agent. If so, I would go after him.
Yeah, Tommy Moffitt. Like, yo, we get Tommy Moffitt was the architect for all of that. But your D staff is your D staff is A1 to me.
I think that's what should go. If they decide to give him one more year, I think that's what he should go after. He should go after Kevin Steele.
Kevin Steele already
tried to go. He turned him down.
He said I would come coach your defense for literally nothing.
I would call him back and say, "Hey, brother, I made a mistake. I thought I could, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to save some money."
I don't think he'll come now.
Yeah, probably not. He probably come on another regime if that's the case.
With another regime, yeah, but I don't think he'll come now because then it's like, because now Kevin like, yo, now you want me to come to save your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you want me to come and save your ass? You're like, nah, I'm not doing that. But
so what y'all think about my defensive staff?
Nah, your D staff is like that, bro. I like that right there.
He said, "Who the AD?" Let me think about that. I think my athletic director would be Mark Ingram from UAB. That'll be my athletic director. He's been a pivotal part of rebuilding that program. He got them an on-campus stadium. You know what I'm saying? He laid the stepping stones to get that program back. And like I said, that I played there, and we wasn't as good as these guys. He got them constantly, got them a coach, and made sure that he took care of that coach that's been winning them 10 games a year for the past 3 or 4 years. You feel what I'm saying? And they're about to move into a bigger conference next year. Well, in the years to come. I don't know if it's next year or 2 years from now.
Where they going now again?
They're going to the American Conference.
Okay.
So that's bigger than the Conference USA.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So So, that's who I would go with. I know a lot of people will say Alonzo, but I just wanted somebody that could build a program, that has built the program up. Or I don't know the Baylor's AD name. I would go with him also.
Yeah, I like him too.
I would like the Baylor the Baylor athletic director. Boom. He said, Mario, I'll get it.
So let's bring these playoff rankings up, bro. Let's
okay.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this bull, man. Like, this is what they need to do. The committee for the college playoff selection, it needs to be former coaches, preferably the ones who won a national title. If you could get a couple of those on, right? And former players, right? Like former players, because I'm like, some of the reasons they given why they dropped Cincinnati. Oh, we don't know if they got enough depth. What does depth got to do with anything?
Exactly, and you winning games,
right? What does depth got to do with anything, bro?
So how y'all feel about this right here?
Like, Alabama got beat by an unranked Texas A&M team, and they're still ranked 2. Michigan State, I'm not even mad at that. You know I'm not mad at Oregon being 4 because my guys over there. But number 2, I have a problem with, bro.
Yes.
Number 2, I got a problem with. I wouldn't honestly, Cincinnati should be 2 or 3, bro.
I agree. I think Alabama should be number 7. Me personally.
Yeah, because Ohio State lost to Oregon.
No. I'm sorry. I got to put them number 4. No, I put them. I'm sorry. I would put them number 6. I would have Cincinnati number 2. I would have I would have Michigan State number 3, and I would have Cincinnati number 4. Only reason why I drop Oregon out is because they lost to Stanford, and I treat those two the same. I would keep Cincinnati because the other guys are undefeated.
But Ohio State lost to Oregon, a ranked team.
I don't put Ohio State in.
I know that.
I would keep. Okay, you're right. I would keep Oregon number 4.
Right.
I would switch Cincinnati with Alabama.
Like, exactly. I'm like, Alabama should not be 2, yo. That's that freaking bias, man. And it's ruining the sport.
Bro, in the excuses they gave, bro, this man really said we don't know what type of
What's up, bro? What's up, Rasta?
What up, Rasta? What's up? What up?
Yeah, they talking about we don't know what type of depth Cincinnati has. Could somebody please make that make sense to me? Explain it to me like I'm in the 3rd grade. What does depth has to do with anything if we're undefeated, haven't lost a game, and you drop us and you put us at 6?
And the thing is this, and the issue I have with that argument is because y'all say you don't know how we'll do. We played Georgia last year and they beat us off a Tyreek Stevenson pick.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
We gave Georgia all they could handle. The big mighty SEC Georgia, we gave them all they could handle.
So what else do they want them to do? I don't get it.
Hold on. And here's another thing. And we lost our D coordinator, and our defense still hasn't missed a beat.
That's true.
So, like, come on, man. They need to stop this, yo. That's why I said I would like to have nothing but former coaches on this thing and former players. Maybe a couple former athletic directors.
So I got a question for you. How do you feel about how they disrespected Wake Forest?
Man, look, Wake Forest is doing what they're supposed to do. And Wake Forest.
Do you think they rank too low?
I think so. I think Wake Forest should be higher than Michigan.
I agree.
You know,
it's kind of like I told somebody earlier.
I think they should be higher than Michigan and Alabama. I mean, not Alabama. Excuse me, Oklahoma.
Yeah, because who has Oklahoma played?
No one. But they just said, bro, it's horrible, bro. It's horrible. You know, it's
Kevin Kane said
bro.
Stanford is 3-5, Texas A&M is 6-2. I get it, but at the time they wasn't ranked. They was 2-2. So, but they kind of rewarding them now because they ranked number 14.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
But out of Alabama and Oregon, I think Oregon got a better win because they went to Ohio State and beat Ohio State.
And Alabama best win is a number 19 Florida, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
And they didn't look good in that game.
Yeah.
They didn't look good in that game.
The issue I have with Wake Forest being number 9 is because if that was, you know what I'm saying, I have to say if that was a Miami, Florida State, or you know what I'm saying, even Clemson, even North Carolina, they would be ranked higher. You feel what I'm saying? And I think they're just not ranking them because the name of Wake Forest. They still in a Power 5 conference. They undefeated. You had our number 2.
Right.
Our and Wake Forest is on the same level to me. So
my thing is, what happens if Wake Forest runs this table and wins the ACC? Now what?
They're not gonna put them in. They're not gonna put them in.
This is bull.
Watch they're gonna treat them like a group of 5 school. Why? Just because of their name. If they win out, I don't think they're gonna win out. I think North Carolina may get them this weekend.
Hey, does Michigan State got to play Ohio State?
Yep, they got to play Ohio State, Michigan.
They beat Michigan last week.
They beat Michigan. They got to play Ohio State, and who else they got to play? Let me look. I can always look.
But they got to play Penn State, or they played them already.
They already played Penn State.
Well, look, they may have to double down and play one of them again in the Big Ten championship.
They had to end up playing. They probably had to play Oregon again. Not Oregon, but Ohio State again.
That's if Ohio State beats Michigan at the end of the year.
That's true. I don't know if this may be the year that Harbaugh finally get a victory.
Right.
That shit is crazy, dog. This man hasn't beat this man yet. He haven't been to Ohio State yet, bro.
I mean, everybody else on the list, like Baylor, I'm cool with that. Oklahoma State, okay, cool.
No, they play Maryland. They actually play Purdue this week. They play Maryland next week. They play Ohio State the 20th. I'm off that weekend, so I'm definitely watching that. And they play Penn State the last game of the season.
Okay.
So they still got 2 big games left. You feel what I'm saying? So it may not look like that at the end of the year. You feel what I'm saying?
Exactly. But as of right now, I think they're doing Cincinnati real dirty.
So how would these games unfold? I want you to give me your prediction on each matchup if they played. So who would advance? We'll start with at the top left. Who you got? Ohio State. Oklahoma, Wake Forest.
Wake Forest, because Oklahoma don't play no defense.
All right, boom. Oh, you got Wake Forest and Georgia. All right,
Georgia.
Oh no, I'm going. We're gonna go to the bottom, 5 through 12.
Okay.
Ohio State or Baylor.
I'll take Ohio State.
All right, boom. We got a rematch.
Even though Baylor defense is incredible, I'll still take Ohio State.
All right.
10 and
Ohio
7.
State. Oh, so now we at 10 through 7.
I'm gonna take Michigan because I can't stand the Irish.
I got you. All right. So we got Cincinnati, Oklahoma State. Who you got?
Cincinnati.
All right. Boom. We're gonna start back at the bottom. You got Cincinnati or Michigan State.
I'm gonna take Michigan State.
Because the run game?
Yeah.
I got you. All right. We got a rematch, Oregon, Ohio State.
I'm gonna take Oregon because Thibodeau's healthy.
Gotcha. You already said Georgia.
Georgia.
So you got Michigan and Alabama.
I'm gonna take the upset right there. I'm gonna take Michigan.
You're gonna take Michigan. Okay, boom. So we got Michigan State rematch. Who you got?
I'm gonna take Michigan because Michigan controlled that game and just like so. I'm gonna take Michigan.
All right, so we got Michigan in the championship. You got Georgia and Oregon. Who you got?
I gotta take Georgia. That defense is
something
to be reckoned with, bro.
Okay. Championship game, you got Georgia, Michigan. Who you got?
See, Georgia's defense is good, but their offense is okay. Michigan defense is good, but their offense is a little better than Georgia's.
Who you got, big dog?
You know, people probably like, Black, you crazy. I'm going to take the upset. I'm going to take Michigan.
Okay, boom. We got Michigan. All right.
I'll take the upset. I'll take the upset. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Hey, Black got Michigan. I'm finna do mine. I got I go with Wake Forest. No, actually, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma. I think Oklahoma beat them because I think they'll make enough defensive stops. I go with Oklahoma. I will go with Ohio State. I'm gonna actually go Notre Dame against Michigan.
Woo!
I'm actually going to Notre Dame. I hate Notre Dame, but I actually think that Brian Kelly, you give him enough time, he can put against a solid game plan, but I just don't trust Jim Harbaugh. I don't trust him. You know what I'm saying? He's proved time and time again that big games he fold. Just like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got Cincinnati beating Oklahoma State. I got Cincinnati beating Michigan State. I think they'll be able to put up a lot of points against Michigan State. And I think Alabama beats Notre Dame. All right. I got Oregon winning again in the rematch. So we'll do boom. Okay. All right. So I got Georgia beating Oklahoma State. I got Georgia beating Oregon. See, this is where it gets dicey. I'm gonna pick the upset here. I think Cincinnati beats Alabama, and I think we'll get a rematch of that Georgia-Cincinnati game. But I got Georgia winning it all. So that's how I would grow it. Jay, no, we won't. Curry with you.
Hold on. No.
I think
No. Who is your upset? Who's your upset again, bro?
I got my upset would be Cincinnati over Alabama.
Got you.
That'll be my upset. I will have a rematch from last year Sugar Bowl with Georgia and Cincinnati in the championship. Got you.
Because my upset was Michigan over Alabama, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think Fecal enough time. You know what I'm saying? That them boys. Only issue I have with Cincinnati if they won't have any injuries. That's the only issue I have. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But they're not in a hard bracket. You see what I'm saying? They're not in a hard bracket. But yeah, man. But they got to do something about this, man. They got to get, like you said, bro. They got to get some other guys in there calling some shots because you can tell that they want that matchup with Alabama and Georgia for the money. They got to find a way to keep Alabama in the runnings for the games and stuff like that, which is sad. It's kind of like, bro, they don't deserve to be in the top 4.
Right. If they don't deserve to be there, then
don't put them there.
Yeah, don't put them there. Put them right outside at a 5 or a 6. You know what I'm saying? They can still get in depending on what the top 4 teams do. But if they don't deserve to be there like you do any other team, like, come on, man, because they Alabama don't necessarily mean
they're going to win.
Yeah, that they deserve a spot at the dinner table. But that's why I picked Michigan because Alabama is very susceptible to the run. If Florida exposed that.
Yeah. I can see that, man.
And Michigan got 2 tailbacks that can go.
That's like that. And one of them came. One of them came from
the DMV. Went to St. Francis.
Yeah. He said King said Kobe would choke. Yeah, man. But you know the Braves broke that Georgia curse, man. So them boys got that monkey off their back, man. You know what I'm saying? So I think Georgia gonna win it all this year. I think they're gonna win it all this year.
It's looking that way. It really is. But
man.
But that's why we play the games, right? So
Man, we had an hour mark, man. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it was a good show tonight, man. We appreciate everybody for joining us, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad y'all like my defense. the groovy defensive staff. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So for my boy Black to agree with it, I had to do something right. You feel me? So for him to like my defensive staff, I had to do something right.
I like the defensive staff. Everybody that's up there is everybody that's on the staff is everybody that I would have gotten that. And I've been on record saying that I wanted Kevin Steele.
You have?
So
you definitely have.
Like everybody up there, I would keep, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that staff right there, that to me, that staff is a staff that will only allow maybe 12 points a game.
Exactly. Man, but we about to get ready to get up out of here, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Everybody that tuned in, we thank y'all, man. Next week, our schedule finna start getting a little Thursday or Friday because, you know, your boy go on night shift and they be switching my weekends and stuff. So you feel what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, so we should be good. We'll go for Thursday, though. We'll go for next Thursday.
Right.
We'll go for next Thursday, man. But like always, my brother, you know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure doing this show with you, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been rocking for a long time, man. You my brother from another. You feel what I'm saying? Bro. Always. My boy got some stuff off his chest. So don't try my boy A Black because it's going to get vicious. It's going to hit you with the metaphors, too.
Yeah, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. Like,
try my dog if you want to.
Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what they say? Hey, I ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Yes, sir.
Revenge is like the sweetest joy
next to get that good old poontang pie.
You know? So yes, I'm quoting the greatest MC to do it.
Yes, sir.
His music is timeless.
But we about to get ready to get up out of here, man. Appreciate you guys for checking us out, man. Another night of the Storm Warning. You know, it's all about the you. You know, I got to do it for y'all.
Hey, we're going to give a shout out to Miami Flow, the Max Out Show, Coach Hayes, D Street there, Footballville.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to all them boys.
Hey, D, hopefully a couple coaches that I gave you information to reach out to you so they can get some of these youth teams up here to get into your battle ready tournament next year. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, so you have some more teams. Hopefully they reach out to your brother. I told him you're doing great things. But, you know, I appreciate you and every roster, you know, that whole Flow platform. Everybody, man.
Yes, the whole YouTube network.
The wholesome one,
all them boys. Shout out to them.
My man Pedro, you know.
Crazy
so, man. Hey, hopefully we get this thing done on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? We get this thing done on Saturday. But behind the scene, things are moving. A lot of things are happening. You know, y'all heard Blake James allegedly won't be here next year. So that's big news. So, you know, a lot of things, man, is moving. But like I said, for my brother Groove, we appreciate every last one of y'all. Hit like, subscribe, turn your post notifications on, baby.
Tell a Kane to subscribe and like our ish.
That's right. And get up in here and get down with this you. And we'll see y'all next Thursday, man.
Yes, sir. Get up out.